back again by options. This morning we didn't take any trades yet. Watching the patterns, watching the charts. I hope you guys can hear me okay. But I was watching the patterns, watching the charts. Taking any trades yet this morning. But we're looking at the market. We're watching it. We're seeing what we're gonna do. Again, with the strategy that we use, we're trading the we are trading the contracts that are due to expire on December the 22nd. So that's tomorrow. And we're trading those contracts again. Let me let you guys look at some of the prices, and we're just gonna manage. We're just gonna look at again. We only started with about $600. We made about $70 today, and we're just gonna look at some of the contracts and just to see if it's worth the risk because it's the same strategy. Regardless of the amount of money that you're using, it's the same uh, risk management skills you gotta have. So okay, let's look at it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so you can get the puts. Remember the puts. You buy the puts if you're looking to sell. If you're looking to go short, you buy the longs. If you're looking to go, you buy the calls if you're looking for the market to go up. Okay, so right now we were in a 460 call. I sold it way too soon. I got out about 237, and you see that same 460 call is worth $348 right now. So I definitely got out of that too soon, especially considering that it dipped down. But stuff like that happens. But anyways, so right now, we're looking at. I'm actually looking at trying to see if I can get a good play on the puts. If I can get a good pullback. Now this is what I want us to go over now. Let me go ahead and redirect your attention to the board. Let me see how I do this. Redirect your attention to the board. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna erase this, but I'm gonna show you guys something on the. Let me just draw it out here. This is what we're gonna pay attention to, because I'm about to see is it worth the risk of me getting back in the market. Now this is the SPY on the 4-hour chart, right? And remember, guys, what I showed you about this right here. Remember what I showed you about that right there. That's always the indication. Now in this case here, it kind of looks like a big W. Remember I said the market goes up, it goes down in the M, and it goes up in a W. Kind of looks like a W. If you look where there's a double bottom right here, and this is the second bottom right here, it can easily shoot past. Um, it can easily shoot past and go to a new high. But vice versa, it's also in a place right now where I'm trying to see if I can spot this pattern on the 1 minute chart or the 1 to 5 minute chart to see if it's going to give us a pullback. If I see this indication of these two circles, then I know that it's going to give us a pullback, and it's a good time for me to get some puts if I can find that on the 1 minute or the 1 to 5 minute chart. So right now we can pretty much go either way, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to what is it called? I'm going to judge the risk to see if it's even worth doing it by going at, you have to look at how much you're risking to lose and how much do you stand to gain in each trade. So that's what we're about to do in a few moments here. I'm just trying to locate my pin now. Let me just locate my pen so I can write these numbers down. I just had a pen. I just had a pen earlier. And I'm trying to locate it. I found the pen. It's not the one I was looking for, but it's gonna have to work so we can keep this thing going. I believe someone said there's supposed to be a scheduled speaking for the president today, but I'm not sure. So if that always can cause some volatility when there's uncertainty in the market. And as long as the market is volatile, we can definitely put in some trades. I'm just really looking for a volatile market. That's all I'm looking for. Just trying to find a market that's volatile finding a market that's volatile is all we need. Right now, it's in a good place. If it pulls back, I'm gonna try to spot the next support for where it will pull back to, because I think overall, unless it breaks support, it's gonna probably be trending up. And so basically, I'm gonna look to see where do I see it pulling back to, if the market was to pull back some, and is it worth the risk? When I take into consideration how much it's going to cost me per contract, and when I take into consideration the profit and the loss, I'm going to just try to figure out if it's worth the risk. And if it's worth the risk, then we're going to, we're going to execute some trades on live. Okay, so we spotted what we're looking for on the 4-hour chart. We're in a good predicament right now because we got what we're looking for on the 4-hour chart, which is I'm going to show you in just a moment here. Just trying to get this board wiped down. Trying to get the board wiped down decent. Okay. Now I don't want to draw for me. I don't know why it's acting like that. Anyways, I got another marker. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have sprayed that stuff on the board. I don't know. Is this thing acting crazy? Looks like it's gonna be about that time to make something happen. Okay. Okay. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a shaded. This marker's giving me some issues, y'all. Just bear with me. Can't really see it too good, but I'm still gonna put the screen on the pattern. That's what I'm looking for, and I see that right here on the 4-hour chart, right? And so it hits that mark. And so whenever the market hits, whenever the market runs into this, these are the points where I'm looking for some type of reaction. Now the market dropped down, right, and then it went right back up, but it hit this little spot right here where I always talk about on the videos. And so right now I'm believing that it's gonna pull down. I want to see how far it's gonna pull down, how far it's gonna pull back, because we could still be in the upward trend, but I believe it's gonna pull back. Let's see how far it's gonna pull back. Let's try to calculate where the support and the resistance is, and see if it makes sense for us to make a trade. See right here, that could be a support right there. If you look at 458, right now it's at 461. 458, that's kind of calling it. I mean, really, we got less than 2 hours in the market right now. So whatever position that I get in, I'm gonna have to ride it overnight. So let's see if it makes sense to get a. Let's look at that, because it looks like the market is already probably gonna start pulling back. Okay, 458 on the put. How much does that cost? It's $63, right? You see that? 63 times 100 is $63. That's what that's gonna cost you. So you can get the 458. Let me write this down real quick, and I'll show you guys. So you can buy a contract you can buy a put contract 458 at the price 458 for $63, right? So I mean, we're working with about $600 something. We at least want to get a few of those, because if that gets in the money, we're looking at 216 off of a $5 movement. If it's gonna drop $5, if it drops $5, you can make 216. But I can't just go by that. I gotta go by, where do I see the next support on the chart? I can't try to make myself want to make the money that I want to make, but the next support is $3. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how much we can make with $3. Okay, 458. If it drops to 461, that's $136, right? 461 is $136. If it moves $3, I'm sorry, that's $136. I know this might be confusing. You know, we're gonna go over the same things, you know, a few times. Okay, so right now we're looking at, if I get the put right now, it's gonna cost $63. If it moves $3 as a pullback, you know, as I think it's going to move, you double your money. You double your money off a $3 movement. So we're talking about, I mean, you know, we want to buy at least 6, 12, 18, maybe 2 or 3 puts. You know, so let's say if we buy 3 puts, that's going to be $189 for 3 puts. And off of $189, 136 times 3 is, let me see if I can do that math real quick. I don't know, 136. I believe it's like about 408. So over $400. So right now, on the put side, if we're right and the market pulls back, if it pulls back, $3, then we can invest so we can invest $189 right now, and if the market pulls back $3, we'll make $408, right? But on the other hand, remember, I like to buy and sell, because what if you're not right? So let's look at the call side. Let's look at, I try to calculate both patterns for the call and the put. And as long as it goes the direction, as long as it hits support or resistance, we can still, you know, we can still come out on top. So let's try to figure out where is the next resistance at, just in case we want to buy the call. Where's the next resistance? Actually, it looks like I'm about to just get that put. You know, the next resistance for the call, I mean, it might be at 466. You know, let me see if I can find something sooner than that. 466. It looks like 466. No. It looks like 465 on a 30-minute chart. You know, 465. So 465. So how much is that going to cost? Let's see how much that's going to cost. A 465 call that expires tomorrow. 465 call that expires tomorrow is going to cost $76. So just to be on the safe side, I would get at least, let me see, a 465 call. You buy for you buy for 76, and if it was to go up $3, to it'll be about 213. So this is gonna be an insurance. If I get the three put contracts, right? Because I think the market is gonna drop, right? If I think the market is gonna drop and I get 3 put contracts, I'm gonna spend $189 on the 3 put contracts. Let's say I'm wrong, right? That's why I'm gonna, so what I would have to do is I would have to buy 3 put contracts and 1 call. So either I'm gonna make $408. So if I'm right and it does drop $3, I would invest $189. I got 3 put contracts and 1 call. I got 3 put contracts for $189, and I got a call for $76. If it drops $3, then I would make $408, right? But I would lose the $76 that I had as a safety net. So I got to deduct 76 from 408. And that's going to tell me how much I'm going to profit. I believe that's 332. So my net profit, and it's just an estimate because, you know, with theta and with the other Greeks, you know, there's things that come into play. I'm just trying to give you guys a rough estimate of what it would be. So 332 is what, 332 is what the profit will be if I buy 3 put contracts right now for 189 and I buy 1 call contract for $76. So the total investment that I would make right now, if I'm gonna make this quick little play before the end of the trading day, will be 189 plus 76, which equals 265. So the total investment right now is 265. So I will be investing 265 for a chance to make 332 if everything goes my way. Now, if everything goes the other way, what are we looking at? Okay, so what's going to happen is the 189, I'm going to lose the 189. Like, let's say I buy these 3 put contracts because I think the market is going to drop, right? And I buy 1 contract going up because, you know, as a safety net in case it goes the other way. Because all I do is I recognize these patterns and I call them a diamond. And when I see that about to form in the market, that's when I know that the market is going to move, you know, and I try to, you know, in this case here, it looks like the market is going to continue to go to a new all-time high, but there's a possibility that I could be wrong. So that's why, you know, I like to play it safe. But right now, as far as the next movement, I'm believing that the market is going to pull back at least $3. And if it pulls back at least $3, then we can make 332. Worst case scenario, we're wrong, and this thing begins to rally overnight. Then if it goes up $3, then the 76 will turn into 213, and then I would lose the investment of 189. So still, I still will be positive at the end of the day, because okay, I got these 3 contracts for 189. I got this 1 contract for 76. If I'm wrong and it continues to go up, the 3 contracts will be expired worthless, but that 1 contract will get in the money to 213. And so I'll make a few bucks, like, you know, but so I mean, it looks like it's something that is worth playing right now. You know, I mean, you're talking about investing $265. So let's do that. Let's invest $265 and let's try to make what I say, 265, 458. Let's get the 3 contracts. Let's get the 3 put contracts for 458. Let me show you on the screen what I'm doing so you guys know it's real. Let's get the 3 put contracts, right? We're gonna buy the 3 put contracts for 468. So altogether, the investment is 193 for that order. To place the order is 193. Okay? Or 199. See, it already began to drop a little bit. Now on the other hand, and you see the balance is 681. Earlier today we made about 70 bucks. So on the other hand, like I said, I'm gonna buy the call as a safety precaution. You know, and I mean, this have saved me plenty of times. Some people might be like, man, why would you buy the call? Now the call, since the market is dropping a little bit already, the call was $76. Now it's $72, right? And if it gets in the money, it'll be $200. So it'll still save us. But let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna buy the call for $72 right now. We bought three puts. Now we're gonna buy 1 call for $75. That's what the price ended up being. So altogether, we're invested about $275. We spent about $10 more. Altogether, we're investing about $275. That's our initial investment right now. We're investing $275. We got the 3 puts for about $200, and then we got the 1 call for $76. So altogether, we're investing about 275. Now let's get back here to the chart. Let's get back to what we were talking about on the chart, on the patterns on the chart. What I really need to do to be successful is I really need the market to be volatile. You know, I mean, if I'm right, that's good. But if I'm not right, this one call can save my position. You know, this one call can do it by just rallying to a new high. What I don't want the market to do is I don't want the market to be stagnant. I don't want the market to be stagnant. So right now, you know, I shorted it right here, you know, and I'm hoping that it drops $3, you know, to the support at 458. It's at 462. You know, if it gets to 458, then I can get out of the game. It may not, it may get to 458, it might not get to 458. You know, but okay. You just don't know. You know, I would hope for it to go to 458 before the market closes today. But we got an hour, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I invested $275, you know, out of 600 something dollars. You know, that is you know, that is almost half, you know, or was over of a third. It's over a third of what's in the account right now. But I mean, in the options game, you know, you have to spend some money to make some money. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, because at the end of the day, worst case scenario, you know, if you lose a couple dollars, you know, as long as your risk is calculated, you know, I don't think it's a bad idea to put some more money in the game. You know, as long as you're managing your risk. That's just my opinion. You know, so yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. You know, this is where we are. I'm just looking at the 1 minute chart. And, you know, it looks good because what I do see on the 1 minute chart that I like to see when there's going to be a retracement, which I believe, you know, right now it's the 21st, December the 21st at 2:53. And I'm showing you this. Look at that right there. Look at this. That's what I showed you on the chart before. Definitely indicates that there can be a retracement. Is it going to be to 458? That's another question. You know, is it going to be to 458? I don't know. You know, so let's see. I mean, you know, I showed you guys the pattern. Let's just see what happens. That's all we can do. Is we can just see what happens, you know. If you have any questions or if you have anything you want to add me on, go to the comments, leave a comment. You know, if the video, there's any questions. I know it's a lot of information that I'm showing you all, but I'm really just trying to help you that want to learn how to be able to time the market, how to be able to time it. And when I say time it, time the next move, so that way you're not just sitting in the options market losing money, you know, off of theta. You know, the whole thing is to try to, if you could beat the theta in the options market, you can win. And so the strategy that I use to try to see when there's a diamond that forms, that is only so I can get an edge over the theta, because the theta is what's costing you money. You know, when you're buying and selling both sides, the theta is what's costing you money. Because if the market moves up or down $5 or $10 up or down, you're gonna make a profit when you're trading options. You know, so yeah, that's all I want to add. I hope this video has been a blessing for you, and I pray that you have a wonderful day. God bless you. In Jesus' name.